Very simply, what's the legacy that you're hoping to leave?
I love this question. Boy, it's like I asked you to ask that question. I love this question so much. When I built my school, came back to Maya Angelou's house. We're sitting in her kitchen. She was teaching me how to make biscuits. It was 2007. And I said, "Oh, Maya, that school is going to be my greatest legacy." And she put her dough down and she said, "You have no idea what your legacy is going to be." I said, "Oh, no, no, no. The school's going to be it. I'm telling you. I just spent all this time in Nelson Mandela. And I mean, he says it's going to be the legacy. And I'm telling you, you should see these girls." And she said, "I said, you have no idea what your legacy will be." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And then she still, until her dying day, had the ability to make me feel like a 7-year-old girl. And, at best, I was 11 in her presence. But she said, "You have no idea what your legacy will be because your legacy is not one thing. Your legacy is every life you touch."
Hmm.
And that's it, guys. You're building a legacy right now. If something unfortunate were to happen to you and you weren't able to continue in the dream, people would talk about the legacy you left as a friend, the legacy in your family, the legacy as a classmate, the legacy as a cousin, the legacy as a brother, as a nephew, as an uncle. The legacy is not one thing. The legacy is everything. It's every life you touched. And Amaya went on to say, just as we were saying about these Morehouse men,
Hmm.
the beauty of the Oprah scholars is that your life changed, the trajectory of your life changed when you came here to Morehouse. So my ability to impact that impacts you and impacts everybody you encounter. So the energy of my connection to you goes on in ways that I will never know. So I touch you, you will touch others, they will touch others, they will touch others, and that's the 10,000 I was talking about. Maya Angelou in her poem to our grandmothers says, when you learn, teach, when you get, give. As for me, I shall not be moved. I come as one, I stand as 10,000. So the 10,000 is everybody who ever prayed for you, everybody who ever had a dream for you, everybody who ever hoped there might be a better day, everybody who ever thought one more load of laundry I'm going to do so my child could go to school. That was generations before you. One more load of laundry. I'm going to clean one more kitchen. I'm going to clean one more railroad car. Never imagining that there would be you, this class of Morehouse men, sitting in the space of life that you now hold. That's your 10,000. And you owe them. You owe them. You owe them. Truly, the debt that was paid. Maya always said, and this is because Jimmy Baldwin told her, and then she told me, and then that your crown has been paid for. They paid for it. All you got to do is put it on your head and wear it. And so the wearing of the crown, how you choose to wear that crown now, that's the great gift. And the wearing of the crown, I feel like I've worn the crown. So when people call me queen, I go, "Yes." I feel like I earned it. I feel like I hold the space for wearing it well. And the legacy is not one thing, it's everything. It's
Yeah.
every life.
Well, the metaphor of the crown
Yeah.
fits well with Morehouse College. One of our greatest alumnus, the theologian Howard Thurman,
Oh, I love Howard
um,
Thurman.
created an idea, really, that Morehouse places a crown above the heads of its students and asks them to grow into it,
Whoa.
to grow to wear it. So
That's
the crown
that's
metaphor. So let's open it up
I'm
For
curious, can I ask a question? I
yep,
can't stop myself. Um, like, you've been here 22 months.
I've been here 22 months.
What was and they did a lot of wooing and trying to get you. What was the moment and the reason, not the moment, but what was the driving force behind the reason that you said yes to come to this institution to stand in the shoes of so many before you? What was the reason?
The reason,
The reason.
the reason was that was in the context of me turning 60 years old
Uh-huh.
and thinking that I have another 10 years to run hard.
Mm.
And I had several opportunities, and Morehouse came knocking, and I thought to myself, if I can be as successful at Morehouse as I have been in every other aspect of my career, I can change the world.
Mm. Okay, another question. Um, another question. I did this show. Okay.
I always wanted to be on your show too.
I know, I know. I did so I did a show once with fathers, a room filled with fathers, and this young black man stood up and he said, "Every father has a dream for his family. Whether I think this was a show really about men who'd left their children or something. He said every father has a dream for his family. And when the man cannot fulfill that dream, he feels that he's let down himself. And many men cannot handle that, and they leave because they cannot they can't see a way through to fulfill the dream. So you have come here to fulfill a dream for these men who now become sons of Morehouse. I want to know what the real dream is. What the real dream is.
What the real dream
Yeah,
is?
not the motto, not the phrase, not the vision statement, not not the da da da. What is the real dream when you go to bed at night and you think about these young men? And I run a school with not as many students as you all have here, but you carry their stories with you. You carry their dreams with you, their struggles with you, and sometimes they keep you up because everybody ain't in alignment, is not in alignment. Forgot where I was. Sorry. Everybody's not is not in alignment. So the dream that you hold and from the things that keep you up at night is.
The dream that I hold is that each of these young men who are students under my watch, who are sons of mine, will find their purpose and their passion and feel that they could not have done whatever they will go do in the world without having come through Morehouse.
Hmm.
And that is the history of Morehouse. When you talk to our alumni,
Mm-hmm.
uh, many of them, if not all of them, say, Morehouse transformed me. If it wasn't for Morehouse,
Mm-hmm.
they go off, it's proven by our alums, they go off to every corner of the world and rise to, positions of leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I want to continue. That's what I want to have happen. But, I want to also transform this experience for them so that it is truly a 21st century experience, right? And that's what keeps me up at night, right? We know that what we did in the 20th century helped to change the world.
Yeah.
Now, what can I do to make sure that we change the 21st century for the better?
For them. Okay, final question. Then I'll take yours. Okay. One of the things that got me to build a girls' school is because I saw myself in the faces and in the hearts of those girls. I want to know, how do you see yourself in the
I am
faces
there.
of
My story, my Morehouse story goes back more than 50 years.
Okay.
I wanted to go to Morehouse College from the time I was 10 years old and read that Martin Luther King had gone to Morehouse College. No one in my family, no one in my extended family had finished college. My